Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is not a punishment, but a tool that shapes your character and guides your actions. You see, discipline is not just about following rules or adhering to routines. It is about mastering yourself, harnessing your inner strength to live intentionally and purposefully. The power of discipline lies in its ability to transform your potential into results. Many people have dreams, aspirations, and visions, but they fall short not because of a lack of talent or opportunity, but because of a lack of discipline. Discipline is what takes the dream from your mind and makes it a reality in your life. Without discipline, your dreams remain nothing more than wishes. The key to discipline is understanding that it begins with self-control. If you cannot control your actions, your thoughts, or your emotions, how can you expect to control the outcomes of your life? Discipline is about saying no to distractions and yes to the things that will propel you forward. It's about making choices today that will benefit you tomorrow, even when those choices are difficult or uncomfortable. You must understand that discipline is not something that comes overnight. It is a process, a journey. The small decisions you make every day, how you spend your time, who you associate with, what you allow to enter your mind, are what build your discipline. Discipline is the accumulation of these daily choices. If you are consistent in making disciplined choices, you will begin to see transformation in your life. It is also important to realize that discipline is tied to your vision and purpose. Without a clear vision, discipline becomes a struggle. But when you know your purpose, discipline becomes a servant to your mission. It becomes the fuel that drives you toward your goals, even when the road is difficult and the obstacles seem insurmountable. You must develop the discipline to endure. The road to success is not always straight. There will be times when you want to give up, times when your energy is drained, and times when the task seems too great. But those who succeed are not those who never face challenges. No, they are the ones who remain disciplined in the face of adversity, who keep moving forward when everyone else has given up. Remember, discipline is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is a decision you make every day. It requires commitment. It requires consistency. It requires you to make the hard choices when no one is looking. If you are willing to do that, you will experience the power of discipline in your life. So today I challenge you, discipline yourself. Discipline your mind, your actions, your time, and your relationships. Take control of your life, because the more disciplined you become, the greater your impact will be. The world is waiting for you to rise, but that rise begins with your willingness to discipline yourself. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is not just a means of following rules or regulations. It is the driving force that propels you from dreams to reality. Too many people have visions of success, aspirations for greatness, and goals for a better life, but their inability to exercise discipline prevents them from turning those aspirations into tangible results. The reality is simple. Without discipline, potential remains dormant. Dormant remain just as dreams. But when you apply discipline, you create the pathway to actualizing your goals and fulfilling your purpose. The truth is, potential alone is not enough. You may be gifted with intelligence, talent, or vision, but if you do not have the discipline, this reflective gifts effectively, they will not amount to anything. Think about the most successful people you know, whether in business, sports, or any other field. What sets them apart from those with equal or greater potential is not talent alone, but their discipline to focus, to sacrifice, to take consistent action, and to remain steadfast in their pursuit. Talent is a gift, but discipline is what transforms that gift into achievement. In this world, we often see people with incredible potential who fail to reach their goals. Why? Because they lack the self-discipline to stay the course. It is not that they don't have what it takes, it's that they haven't mastered the most important skill of all, self-control. Discipline is the ability to make the right decisions consistently, even when the easy way out is staring you in the face. It is choosing to invest your time and energy in things that align with your purpose and goals, even when distractions beckon. Without discipline, the distractions of life, whether they are temptations, procrastination, or lack of focus, will pull you away from your intended path. And before you know it, time will have passed and you would have missed the opportunity to build the future you truly desire. The power of discipline lies in its ability to keep you aligned with your vision, especially when the road gets tough. When faced with challenges, the undisciplined person gives up or worse, abandons their goals altogether. However, discipline ensures that you keep moving forward even when things are difficult. It's about commitment to the end goal, even in the face of adversity. Discipline does not allow you to be swayed by temporary discomfort or the obstacles that arise on your journey. Instead, it reminds you that every step, every sacrifice, and every effort contributes to the larger picture of who you are becoming and what you are building. Discipline is the engine of consistency. It is easy to make decisions when things are going well, but real discipline shows up when things are not easy. It is easy to give up when you don't see immediate results, but discipline tells you to keep pressing forward, knowing that every effort will eventually pay off. The most successful people are not those who get it right every time, but those who keep going despite setbacks, those who remain disciplined in their actions even when the results seem delayed. This is why discipline is the bridge. It connects where you are today with the future you envision. The actions you take today, grounded in discipline, build the foundation for tomorrow's success. If you want to see different results in your life, you have to change the way you act today. Discipline helps you shift your habits, behaviors, and mindset. It helps you take the necessary actions, even when you don't feel like it. And it gives you the strength to stick with those actions long enough to see them come to fruition. The absence of discipline results in a life full of unfulfilled potential. Dreams that remain unfulfilled, goals that remain unmet, and promises that are never kept. But when discipline is present, the potential you carry inside of you starts to unfold. Discipline forces you to show up when you don't feel like it, to push through obstacles when they seem insurmountable, and to keep your eyes focused on the bigger picture despite distractions. It ensures that you will not allow your circumstances to define your destiny, but rather your actions rooted in discipline will carve the way forward. Ultimately, the reality is simple. Discipline is the bridge. Without it, you will remain where you are, stuck in the same place with untapped potential. But with discipline, you can move beyond the limitations of today and step into the greatness you were destined for. So take control of your actions, stay committed to your vision, and build the future you deserve through the power of discipline. The journey is yours, and discipline is the tool that will carry you across the bridge to success. Self-control is the foundation of discipline. It is the ability to control your actions, emotions, and thoughts, regardless of the circumstances around you. Without self-control, discipline becomes a mere wish, a fleeting thought, rather than a consistent force that shapes your life. Discipline begins within. It is a decision you make daily to control yourself, to not be swayed by external influences, and to remain focused on your goals and values. Self-control is the key to staying committed to your vision, and it is the most powerful tool you have in ensuring that the path you are walking is one that leads to success. When we think of self-control, it is easy to focus on the external, avoiding temptation, resisting distractions, and saying no to things that can take us off course. However, the true power of self-control lies within your mind. It is about training your mind to stay focused on your purpose, even when it would be easier to give into distractions or momentary pleasures. Self-control is the mental fortitude that allows you to make the right decisions in every moment, regardless of how you feel or the situation at hand. It's about controlling your impulses, your emotions, and your thoughts, especially when they try to lead you away from your true purpose. One of the most important aspects of self-control is mastering your emotions. Emotions can be powerful forces. They can make you feel energized, motivated, or even overwhelmed by fear, anger, or sadness. But the disciplined person knows that emotions, while real and valid, should not dictate their actions. Self-control allows you to feel your emotions without being controlled by them. It gives you the ability to acknowledge what you're feeling, but not let it determine your response. Instead, you act with intention, not out of impulse or momentary emotional reaction. This kind of emotional discipline is crucial because it prevents you from making decisions that you might later regret. It helps you to remain calm and collected when faced with challenges or when things don't go as planned. Emotional self-control keeps you focused on your long-term goals rather than giving in to short-term emotional impulses. Self-control also plays a critical role in your ability to make the right choices in difficult situations. Life is full of challenges, and temptation will always be present. Whether it's procrastination, the lure of instant gratification, or pressure from external influences, every day presents opportunities to either give in or exercise self-control. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to the ability to resist the temptation to take the easy route, the short-term reward, or the momentary pleasure that can lead you astray. It is in these moments that self-control is tested the most. It is easy to follow the crowd or give in to your desires, but it takes discipline to say no to things that are not aligned with your purpose, even when they seem appealing in the moment. The foundation of self-control also lies in your ability to govern your thoughts. Thoughts are the beginning of all actions. What you think, you eventually do. If your thoughts are consumed with negativity, doubt, or fear, your actions will reflect that. But if your mind is filled with positive, empowering thoughts, your actions will follow suit. Self-control requires that you take charge of your thinking, that you choose to focus on thoughts that will propel you forward. This means rejecting limiting beliefs, destructive patterns of thinking, and anything that holds you back. It is about choosing to believe in your own potential, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. Your thoughts are the seeds from which your actions grow, and self-control gives you the power to plant those seeds in the right soil that nurtures growth, success, and fulfillment. One area where self-control is tested daily is in time management. Time is the one resource that, once lost, cannot be regained. The undisciplined person wastes time chasing distractions, engaging in activities that do not align with their goals, or procrastinating on what needs to be done. But those who have developed self-control understand that time is precious. They know that every minute is an opportunity to move closer to their goals, so they exercise control over how they spend it. This means prioritizing tasks, saying no to distractions, and staying focused on the work that matters. It is not about working harder, but about working smarter and more intentionally. Self-control in how you manage your time will determine how much you can accomplish and how far you can go. Self-control is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about making the right choice over and over again, even when it's hard, and even when it feels like you're not seeing immediate results. It's a skill that can be cultivated, and the more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you exercise self-control, you are building your discipline, strengthening your ability to stay focused, and reinforcing your commitment to your goals. In the end, the foundation of discipline is built on self-control. It is the ability to take charge of your actions, your emotions, and your thoughts that empowers you to live intentionally and purposefully. When you master self-control, you unlock the power to shape your future, to create the life you desire, and to fulfill your potential. Self-control is not just a trait, it is a skill, and is the most important tool you can possess in your journey towards success. Discipline is a daily practice, not an overnight change. Many people believe that discipline is something you can simply acquire in a moment of inspiration or a singular effort. But the reality is far different. Discipline is built through the consistent, small actions you take every single day. It is about making the right choices over and over, even when you don't feel like it. The truth is, the most disciplined individuals are not necessarily those who do everything perfectly, but those who are consistent in their efforts, who commit to doing what is necessary even when it feels difficult or inconvenient. Discipline is a habit, a way of life that is cultivated one decision at a time, and it requires daily commitment to remain on the right path. The process of building discipline is much like any other process of growth. Think about physical fitness. No one becomes fit after a single workout. It takes consistent effort, a steady routine, and the willingness to push through the initial discomfort to see real results. Similarly, discipline is not something that magically appears in your life when you need it. It is developed over time through the small, often unnoticed actions you take day after day. When you wake up each morning and choose to focus on your goals, to work toward your vision, To make the right choices, you are strengthening your discipline. Every decision to stay focused, every moment where you resist distraction, every task you complete, even when you are tired or on his feet, contributes to the larger picture of who you are becoming. Building discipline requires patience and persistence. It's easy to feel disheartened when you don't see immediate results, but the truth is that the power of discipline comes from the consistency of your actions. It's about staying the course, even when things don't seem to be moving fast enough or when you don't feel the rewards right away. Success is not a matter of doing something once and expecting to see massive changes. It's about doing the right things repeatedly, even in the face of slow progress. Discipline teaches you to trust the process, to have faith that each action, no matter how small, is moving you closer to your goals. Another critical aspect of discipline as a daily practice is that it requires you to confront and challenge your habits. Habits are powerful forces in our lives. They shape how we think, act, and live. However, the habits that serve us today may not be the ones that help us achieve our future goals. Discipline forces us to examine our habits and ask ourselves whether they are aligned with the person we want to become. Each day is an opportunity to replace an unproductive or harmful habit with a more productive one. Whether it's replacing procrastination with focused action or replacing unhealthy eating with better nutrition, discipline requires that you make those small yet powerful changes consistently. These daily choices compound over time, and slowly but surely you begin to see the results of your commitment. Moreover, discipline as a daily practice also requires you to guard your time carefully. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Once it is gone, you cannot get it back. The disciplined person understands this and is intentional about how they spend their time. They create a daily routine that aligns with their vision and purpose, and they protect that time from distractions. This does not mean that every minute of every day is scheduled or rigid, but it does mean that you prioritize what is important. Each day you make the decision to focus on the activities that will bring you closer to your goals, and you commit to doing them even when the temptation to waste time or take shortcuts arises. Discipline is also about learning to say no to things that do not align with your purpose, even when they seem appealing in the moment. This requires a high level of self-awareness. It requires the wisdom to recognize when something is a distraction and the strength to resist it. Every day you face countless opportunities to say yes to distractions, to indulge in things that may offer immediate pleasure but do nothing to move you forward. Discipline helps you recognize these distractions and avoid them. It helps you stay focused on what matters most, even when it requires sacrifice. The daily nature of discipline also means that it doesn't rely on motivation alone. Motivation is a powerful force, but it is often fleeting. There will be days when you don't feel motivated, when you would rather sleep in, skip your workout, or procrastinate on your work. But discipline is not dependent on how you feel in the moment. It is about doing what needs to be done regardless of your emotions or state of mind. The disciplined person does not wait for motivation to strike. They do what is necessary because they understand that consistency over time will yield results. They trust the process and know that the discipline they practice today will bear fruit in the future. Building discipline as a daily practice also requires accountability. This could come from setting goals, having a mentor, or surrounding yourself with people who hold you to a higher standard. When you know that someone else is watching, or when you have set a specific goal for yourself, it is easier to stay committed to the daily actions that will lead to success. Accountability keeps you on track and reinforces the importance of consistency. In conclusion, discipline is not something you can simply wish for. It is something you must actively build every day. It is the result of the small, daily decisions you make to stay focused, to stay committed, and to stay true to your purpose. The road to success is paved with these consistent actions, and it is through discipline, practiced daily, that you will ultimately reach the place you are destined to go. Your future is shaped by the decisions you make today, and through discipline, you can transform those decisions into lasting, meaningful success. Discipline is tied to your vision and purpose. When you understand your purpose, discipline becomes a tool that supports and propels you forward. Without a clear vision, discipline can feel like a burden, a set of rules you must follow for no real reason. But when you align your discipline with your purpose, it transforms from an obligation into a powerful force that drives you toward your destiny. Purpose gives you the motivation to stay disciplined, even when the path is difficult or when the rewards are not immediate. It is the compass that guides your actions, and discipline is the mechanism that keeps you on course. Your purpose is your why. It is the reason you do what you do, the foundation of your dreams and ambitions. If you do not have a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to lose sight of the importance of discipline. In fact, without purpose, discipline can feel like a series of meaningless actions, a series of sacrifices with no tangible reward. But when you know your purpose, every disciplined action becomes meaningful. You begin to see that each decision, each sacrifice, and each effort is not just something you're doing for the sake of doing it. It is a step toward fulfilling the reason you were put on this earth. When your actions are aligned with your purpose, you feel a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that transcends the temporary discomfort or just that come with discipline. This is why vision is so critical. Without a clear vision, discipline becomes directionless. You can be disciplined in your daily routine, but if that routine isn't aligned with your greater purpose, it will lead you nowhere meaningful. Vision provides the roadmap, and discipline ensures you stay on that path, even when distractions or obstacles arise. When you are clear about what you want to achieve, discipline becomes the method by which you achieve it. You are no longer simply going through the motions of life. You are intentionally working toward a specific goal, a higher purpose that gives your life meaning. Purpose also fuels resilience. There will be times when you will want to give up, when you will question why you're putting in the effort. It's easy to get discouraged when results are not immediate or when challenges seem insurmountable. But when your actions are driven by a deep sense of purpose, you find the strength to keep going, even when it feels impossible. But purpose provides you with the inner strength to keep pressing forward, to stay disciplined in the face of adversity. You begin to understand that the pain, the sacrifices, and the challenges are all part of the process of fulfilling your purpose. Discipline, fueled by purpose, allows you to keep going even when the road is tough. It's important to recognize that purpose and discipline are interconnected. Purpose gives discipline its direction, and discipline gives purpose its power. Without one, the other would lose its effectiveness. If you have a vision for your life but lack discipline, you will struggle to make progress. You may have the best intentions, but without consistent action, those intentions will remain unfulfilled. On the other hand, discipline without purpose is like a ship without a destination. You may be moving, but you won't be getting anywhere meaningful. Purpose ensures that your discipline is not wasted. It gives you efforts, a focus, a reason for every sacrifice, and a reward for every step you take. Purpose also helps you prioritize. Life presents countless demands on your time and energy. Distractions, obligations, and opportunities will come your way, and it can be difficult to decide where to focus your attention. When you know your purpose, it becomes easier to discern what is important and what is not. Discipline becomes the tool you use to say no to distractions and yes to the things that will help you fulfill your purpose. Each day you make decisions based on your purpose, and that clarity allows you to allocate your time and energy in a way that is most productive. Discipline then becomes a structure that supports your vision, ensuring that you remain focused and avoid wasting time on things that do not align with your goals. Purpose and discipline also go hand in hand when it comes to maintaining a sense of motivation. Motivation can be fleeting. It often comes and goes depending on your mood or circumstances. But when you are disciplined in your pursuit of a purpose, motivation becomes less of a factor. Even when you don't feel like it, discipline keeps you moving. When your purpose is clear, you don't need to rely on temporary feelings of motivation. You are driven by a deeper, more lasting desire to fulfill your purpose, and discipline is what enables you to continue moving forward even when external motivation is lacking. When you understand your purpose, you also develop the ability to measure your progress. Purpose gives you a clear destination, and discipline allows you to track the steps that will take you there. Without purpose, you may not even know if you're making progress at all. You could be putting in the effort, but without knowing where you're headed, it's difficult to gauge your success. But when you are clear about your purpose, every disciplined action becomes a small victory. You begin to see the results of your efforts, and that reinforces the importance of staying disciplined. Ultimately, discipline is not about doing things just for the sake of doing them. It is about aligning your actions with a higher purpose, using discipline as the vehicle to bring that purpose to life. When discipline is tied to your vision and purpose, it becomes a powerful force. It gives meaning to your actions, fuels your resilience, helps you prioritize, and ensures that every step you take brings you closer to fulfilling your calling. Purpose transforms discipline from a task to a passion, and when that happens, the results will speak for themselves. Success comes to those who remain disciplined through adversity. Life is unpredictable, and it will inevitably present challenges, setbacks, and obstacles that seem insurmountable at times. When facing adversity, it is easy to become discouraged, to question the effort you've put in, and to lose sight of your goals. However, the true measure of discipline is not found in the easy moments, but in the difficult ones. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward even when everything around you is pushing you to stop. It is the ability to stay committed to your goals and remain consistent in your efforts, even when the road ahead seems unclear or full of obstacles. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not often comes down to the ability to endure and remain disciplined in the face of adversity. When you face challenges, the first instinct is often to give up or take a break. However, discipline teaches you to push through those moments of difficulty. It doesn't mean that you won't experience fear, doubt, or frustration. It means that despite those emotions, you will keep moving forward. In fact, adversity is the test of your commitment to your goals. Anyone can be motivated when things are going well, but it is in the face of challenges that your discipline truly shines. It is when everything seems to be falling apart that you must hold on to your purpose and continue to take consistent action. The most successful individuals are those who don't give up when things get hard, but who use discipline to push through and keep striving for their goals, even when the results are not immediate or clear. Discipline is also essential in overcoming failures. Failure is often seen as the end of the road, but in reality, it is simply a part of the journey. Failure teaches us valuable lessons and gives us the opportunity to grow. However, it can be easy to get stuck in failure, to allow it to define us, or to let it make us question our worth. The disciplined person understands that failure is not final. They understand that success is not a linear path, but rather a journey full of ups and downs. When faced with failure, discipline allows you to get back up, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep moving forward. It teaches you not to dwell on setbacks, but to focus on what comes next. Discipline helps you stay focused on your vision, no matter how many failures you encounter along the way. Moreover, the disciplined person does not allow external circumstances to dictate their actions. There will always be things outside of your control, people, situations, or events that will try to derail you from your path. However, discipline is the ability to take control of your response, to decide how you will react, and to continue moving toward your goals despite external influences. External circumstances may shift, but your commitment to your vision and your discipline will keep you on track. This is not to say that challenges will not affect you, but that your discipline will help you manage your reactions and remain focused on the bigger picture. Adversity also often brings uncertainty. When things aren't going well, it can feel like you are walking in the dark, not knowing what's ahead. Discipline provides the clarity and structure needed to navigate those uncertain times. It helps you stick to a plan, even when the results are not immediately visible. The disciplined person does not need constant reassurance or immediate rewards. They trust in the process and in their ability to push through. In moments of doubt, discipline keeps you grounded. It ensures that you continue to take consistent steps, even when the destination is unclear. Another aspect of discipline through adversity is the ability to stay focused on your long-term goals, even when short-term struggles seem overwhelming. It is easy to become fixated on the obstacles in front of you, but discipline allows you to look beyond the immediate challenges and keep your eyes on the prize. When things get tough, the undisciplined person may be distracted by the difficulties, losing sight of the bigger picture. The disciplined person, however, is able to see beyond the immediate hardship and remember that every setback is part of the journey toward achieving something greater. Discipline helps you maintain the focus and perseverance needed to reach your ultimate goals. In times of adversity, it's also important to remember that the challenges you face are often temporary. What may seem insurmountable today may be just a small bump in the road tomorrow. The disciplined person understands this and does not allow temporary setbacks to define their progress. They know that the key to overcoming adversity is persistence, and that by remaining disciplined, they will eventually overcome whatever obstacles stand in their way. Success is not about avoiding adversity, but about handling it with grace and strength. Discipline is the tool that helps you navigate the tough times, keep your focus on the long term, and continue moving toward your goals, regardless of the challenges in front of you. In the end, the greatest successes are often born from the toughest struggles. It is in those moments of adversity that you are forged into the person capable of achieving your goals. Discipline through adversity is the difference between giving up and reaching your potential. It is the power to keep moving forward when everything else tells you to stop, to stay committed when you feel like quitting, and to trust that, despite the challenges, your efforts will eventually yield results. The key to success is not avoiding adversity, but learning to face it with discipline, resilience, and unwavering commitment to your purpose. When you remain disciplined through adversity, you unlock the power to turn challenges into stepping stones toward success. Discipline ultimately shapes your character. Your character is the core of who you are, and it is built over time through the choices you make, the habits you form, and the actions you take. The person you are today is the sum of the disciplined decisions you've made in the past, and the person you will become will be shaped by the disciplined actions you take today. Discipline is not just about achieving external goals, it's about transforming who you are from the inside out. It molds your character, instilling traits like integrity, perseverance, responsibility, and self-respect, which form the foundation of lasting success. When you practice discipline, you are committing to living by principles that define your character. The disciplined person lives with a strong sense of responsibility, not just to themselves, but to others. They understand that their actions have consequences and that they are accountable for the choices they make. This sense of responsibility is not just about following rules, but about taking ownership of your life. Discipline teaches you to take responsibility for your actions, to stand by your decisions, and to be answerable for the outcomes, good or bad. It means doing the right thing even when no one is watching, because your character is more important than external recognition or rewards. By cultivating discipline, you are constantly refining and strengthening your character, making choices that align with your values and vision. Furthermore, discipline fosters integrity, the alignment of your actions with your principles. Integrity is about being truthful, honest, and consistent in everything you do. A disciplined person knows that integrity is not something you can turn on and off depending on the situation. It is something you live by every day. Discipline teaches you to do what is right, not because it is easy or convenient, but because it is the right thing to do. In moments when it would be easier to take shortcuts or compromise your values, discipline enables you to stand firm and stay true to your character. It builds a reputation of trustworthiness, and integrity becomes a natural byproduct of consistent, disciplined living. When your actions align with your words, when you are true to yourself and others, your character shines through. Discipline also cultivates perseverance, the ability to keep going even when faced with setbacks, obstacles, or failures. Success is not achieved through one-off efforts or momentary bursts of motivation. It is the result of consistent, deliberate action over time. The disciplined person does not give up when things get difficult. Instead, they use discipline to push through, to keep working toward their goals despite challenges. Perseverance becomes a part of your character when you commit to doing the work day after day, regardless of the obstacles in your path. Each time you choose to persist rather than quit, you strengthen your perseverance. It is not about avoiding hardship, but about facing it with determination, knowing that the road to success is rarely smooth. Through perseverance, discipline teaches you that the path to achieving your dreams is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Another important aspect of how discipline shapes character is through self-respect. When you are disciplined, you develop a deep sense of respect for yourself. You understand that by consistently making the right choices, you are honoring your own potential. Discipline shows you that you are worthy of the effort required to reach your goals. It teaches you to prioritize your future, your growth, and your well-being. Each time you exercise discipline, whether it's sticking to a healthy routine, finishing a task on time, or following through on your commitments, you reinforce your own value. As you develop this sense of self-respect, it becomes easier to set boundaries, say no to things that do not align with your vision, and make choices that support your long-term success. Discipline also helps you cultivate emotional control and maturity. Life is full of emotional highs and lows, and it can be tempting to allow your emotions to dictate your actions. However, the disciplined person understands that emotional reactions should not control their behavior. Through discipline, you learn to regulate your emotions and respond to situations thoughtfully and purposefully. Emotional maturity is a key component of character, and it is developed through disciplined self-control. You learn to pause before reacting, to consider the consequences of your actions, and to maintain a sense of calm even in stressful situations. This emotional discipline not only enhances your decision-making, but also fosters deeper, more meaningful relationships with others as you become more grounded and less reactive. As discipline shapes your character, it also creates a foundation of resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and your ability to handle challenges with grace and strength comes from the discipline you practice in the quieter, everyday moments. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to remain strong in the face of difficulties, and to continue pushing forward despite setbacks. Through discipline, you learn to handle stress, disappointment, and failure in a way that strengthens your character rather than breaks it. The more disciplined you are in how you approach life, the more resilient you become when life gets tough. You build the strength to endure, the courage to continue, and the wisdom to learn from every experience. Discipline also teaches humility. It reminds you that success is not about instant gratification or shortcuts, but about steady, consistent effort over time. It encourages you to stay humble and grounded, recognizing that your progress is the result of disciplined effort, not just talent or luck. Discipline teaches you that true growth comes from sustained hard work and perseverance, and that success is not something to be taken for granted. It helps you remain focused on continuous improvement rather than becoming complacent with where you are. Humility, cultivated through discipline, ensures that you stay open to learning and growing no matter how much you achieve. In conclusion, discipline shapes your character by instilling values like responsibility, integrity, perseverance, self-respect, emotional control, resilience, and humility. These qualities are the foundation upon which true success is built. When you practice discipline, you are not just working toward a goal, you are becoming the kind of person capable of achieving that goal. Every disciplined action strengthens your character and prepares you for greater success in every area of your life. Discipline, therefore, is not just about external achievements, it is about the transformation of who you are and the person you are becoming. Through discipline, you mold your character and create a life that is a true reflection of your values and purpose. In conclusion, discipline is not merely a tool for achieving goals, it is the foundation upon which success, personal growth, and meaningful transformation are built. It shapes your character, strengthens your resolve, and ensures that every step you take brings you closer to fulfilling your purpose. Discipline teaches you responsibility, integrity, perseverance, and self-respect, allowing you to navigate adversity with resilience and grace. When aligned with your vision and purpose, discipline becomes a powerful force, propelling you toward greatness, even in the face of challenges. Remember, success is not achieved overnight, nor is it without struggle. It is the result of consistent, disciplined action, taken one step at a time. So stay committed to your journey, trust the process, and never forget that every disciplined action, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you are destined to be. I wish you the best of luck as you continue to discipline yourself and work toward your dreams. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your dedication to growth. Keep pushing forward, and always remember that you have the power to shape your future with the choices you make today. Good luck.